5:32. Yeah, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order.
All right.
Okay, and roll call. Commissioner Pandya.
Present.
Kolash, present. Kadora.
Present.
Idris Abudali.
I don't see them on yet.
Not online yet. Priest.
Here.
Lusala.
Present.
And Paul Shantz absent. Minda Shannon absent. Okay. All right, do we have, looks like we don't have our new member either, Stephanie?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, then we will skip the new member introduction, number 2, and we'll move on to the Native American Land Acknowledgement. Is there anyone who would like to read that tonight?
I would volunteer.
All right, thank you.
We meet today in a community of Iowa City which now occupies the homeland of the Native American nation, to whom we owe our commitment and dedication. The area of Iowa City was within the homeland of the Iowa, Meskwaki, and Sauk. And because history is complex and time goes far back beyond memory, we also acknowledge the ancient connection of many other indigenous people here. The history of broken treaties and forced removal that dispossessed indigenous people of their homeland was and is act of colonization and genocide that we cannot erase. We implore the Iowa City community to commit to understanding and addressing these injustices as we work toward equity, restoration, and reparations.
Great, thank you. Item 4, approval of the July 23rd meeting minutes.
So move.
So second that.
Motion by Priest, seconded by Lusala. All in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, minutes approved. Agenda item number 5, public comment on items not on the agenda. Commentators shall address the commission for no more than 5 minutes. Commissioners shall not engage in discussion with the commentator or one another concerning remarks. Do we have anyone in the room wishing to comment? All right, looks like we do not. And welcome, Idris. As we get him joined via Zoom. Okay, excellent. Item.
I apologize. My internet was lagging a little bit.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Glad to have you with us. All right, item 6, correspondence. I don't see anything in the packet other than agenda items. Stephanie, is there anything else? Okay. All right. Updates on outreach and engagement by the police department. Item 7, we don't have a representative here tonight. Okay.
Oh, we're flying.
We are flying through this agenda here tonight, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, item 8, Welcoming America Initiative presentation. And we have guests here to speak on that.
Do you need me to do anything?
We don't have any slides.
Oh, okay.
Thank you all. Stephanie asked if we had any handouts, but they're yard signs, so we couldn't really submit those to you before the meeting. So we've brought giant yard signs to celebrate the fact that we're here for, on behalf of the Welcoming America Initiative locally. So thank you all for your time today and the support from the Social Justice and Racial Equity Grant for FY25. With your support in this commission, we've been able to collect and convene and establish another broad set of events for Welcoming Week 2024, which will be held September 13th through the 22nd. So please check out our website at welcomeicaarea.org. The QR code on this sign is luckily an evergreen sign, so we can keep those out year-round. That will take you to the website, which highlights the events, but more importantly, it also highlights activities and events and operations for people that are new to our community. So while the events of Welcoming Week encompass the entire county, some of our largest events are held in Iowa City and are free, open to the public, and will reaffirm how supportive our community is in being welcoming for all. We also have proclamations in each municipality that we hope you'll cheer for when you see them. We've even reached into the smallest rural communities this year, so our interest is growing every single year. We have Evan Doyle now joining the team. He's the Community and Economic Development Program Manager for Greater IC, and he's been able to get us into proclamations in Lone Tree, Oxford, Tiffin. You're going to see us all over Johnson County bringing the Welcoming America initiative across the entire region. So over the next few weeks, you're going to see the rollout of these yard signs and all the other events. I'd direct you to the website, but also we're updating it all the time. This is an old asset we discovered from about 6 years ago that had not been updated. But it's a perfect asset because it welcomes people to our community and highlights where you can find all the things you need to do to engage in civic life. It's also especially targeted to refugee and immigrant populations. There's a drop-down box that translates the entire website into over, I think, 95 languages.
Wow.
Cool.
So with
Repeat
this,
the website address.
yeah, what?
Repeat the
WelcomeICArea.org. With the success of our Welcoming Week collaborations, we've pulled together beyond those events with leadership from Johnson County, Iowa City, Coralville, and North Liberty. And we applied and were recently accepted into the incoming class cohort to become an officially certified welcoming community. So that will kick off here in the next couple of weeks. And unfortunately, you do have to start at a 1-star. So even though we'll come out as a 1-star certified, we still have lots to celebrate there because you can only go up. 1 star is a significant milestone for any community because it represents a commitment to inclusivity, equity, and the well-being for all residents. The Welcoming Standard provides also a comprehensive roadmap that will guide communities in creating an environment where everyone, especially immigrants and refugees, feel valued and welcome to fully participate in civic life. So if we can achieve this certification, it will mean that our county-wide community has met rigorous benchmarks across 7 key areas, and we will need your help with these over the next year, so you'll see us again. These 7 key areas are civic engagement, connected communities, economic development, education, equitable access, government and community leadership, and safe communities. It shows that we have built strong connections among diverse groups, fostered economic opportunities for all, and ensured accessible education and services while prioritizing the safety and inclusion of every resident. So in becoming Welcoming Certified, we will demonstrate our dedication to building a community where everyone, regardless of their background, can thrive. It's not a badge of honor, but a promise that we will continue to uphold these standards, making our community a place where all can belong and succeed together. So thank you again for your support. We're going to have these yard signs here at City Hall. Tashaylin Harrington is our representative from the neighborhoods staff, and she's going to help us make sure that those get out. You'll see a press release that already went out from the City of Iowa City about Welcoming Week, and we're happy to take any questions that you have.
Great. Thank you for being here tonight. Can you talk to us a little bit more about the certification process and what's involved with that, and what are the benefits then once we achieve that? And you said there's one, I assume there are multiple levels there too.
So you have to start at a 1-star, but I would say looking at the requirements, Iowa City in particular is probably already a 3 or 4-star because of the work that this commission and Stephanie's office has done throughout all of the entire civic life that we have here in Iowa City. But the entire county might not have those same rigorous standards. And so while you enter as a 1-star, we'll be receiving support from the Welcoming America initiative to make sure that our ordinances are drafted in an accessible way, that policies and procedures for civic life are inclusive and welcoming. Basically the best practices that we see every day in Iowa City, how can we take those across the entire county?
And the certification is based on the county then?
So
not
it's
just Iowa City?
the county's the applicant.
Okay.
Each city could apply separately and have to go through the process, but we, in meeting and going through everything together, we decided the county was probably the better applicant so it could encompass everybody.
Okay.
There are very few certified welcoming communities in our region, and I believe we'd be one of the first in Iowa.
Excellent.
I'll add just a little bit too. So like the designation based on 1 to 5 stars is basically Welcoming America coming in to the area and then kind of doing like an audit of what types of resources and programs that the county has available.
Other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so during this period, you're gonna host the Welcome Festival too?
So IC Compassion is
That's
hosting
good.
the block party. We have over, I think, 15 events as a part of Welcoming Week in
Okay.
total. But the kickoff festival that will be, that was supported with the grant, we will also be supporting IC Compassion's work. We're supporting the Iowa City Foreign Relations Council's movie. We're going to be supporting the Black and Brown Empowerment Symposium downtown. We're supporting the CWJ and the Immigrant Welcome Network's Climate and Sustainability Initiative that Sunday. So we've been able to really make sure that everybody has the resources they need, translators, tents, tables, and also helping spread the message across Iowa City with, belonging begins with all of us.
Yeah, I have attended last year's, and it was wonderful. And I would like to see this updated and has the Arabic too, the Arabic welcome note.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcoming America designs these,
Yeah.
and they write them in the, I don't know how to explain it, the word where it's not the script.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the phonetic.
Yeah.
And it's not a perfect ideation, but we're working on making sure we can see it in the actual
No,
script.
but it's beautiful, And, we have a big Sudanese community and Middle Eastern in the community too. And when I was there, it just brightened my day to see all those people participating in such, a bigger, wider community event that they feel belonging and included in it too. So thank you so much for your work.
Yeah, it's so
Appreciate it.
exciting. And IC Compassion is really leading the way with another intercultural faith
Yeah.
festival so that when people get together, then they can also see different faiths the next day. Another really important event that's happening in Coralville is a safety part, like a safety resource fair where the emergency communications group, United Way, they talk about disaster preparedness because some of the hardest hit communities in a tornado were immigrant communities that didn't know how to respond in a situation like that. So this sort of resource fair, in addition to celebrating culture and life, civic life, would also help keep people safe.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I did
Very woke.
have a look at the agenda. It looks really, really interesting, and there's so much going on. I was just curious, do you know who you're expecting or how many people you're expecting and from what kinds of populations yet?
No, I would say every event will draw different groups. IC Compassions are certainly the largest events and have drawn hundreds. I would expect the Immigrant Welcome Network and CWJ's collaborative event to draw in the tens because it's in a smaller space. We'll have a film event that's going to probably draw about 60 to 70. So I would say in total you could expect about 1,000 people to be impacted by the
Wow.
end of the week.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Great work.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
appreciate it.
I'll be there for as many of those as I can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to take a sign too. We'll leave some.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you. And then
Thank
the box
you.
we'll leave for Tashaylin. She can
Okay,
pick it
we
up
have
in
a
the
staff
morning.
meeting in here first thing in the morning, so Shannon can grab it, because I think Tashaylin's on
She
vacation.
might be out this week.
Yeah,
So I
but
sent
Shannon.
her a text.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Our next agenda item, CCAN Con 2024 on October 19th. And I believe there's a email in our packet describing this Saturday, October 19th on the Ped Mall from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Stephanie, is this awareness? Are we being asked
Seeing
to
if
do
you wanted
something?
to be a participant,
A
i.e.
participant.
have a vendor table. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So
So it
open
just
the floor
matters
for
if there's
discussion on
interest.
vendor table, or it looks like they're asking potentially workshops, presentations, et cetera. So thoughts?
I did want to ask the handouts that were passed. They will be sent out in the email, correct?
They should already
Yes,
be.
you should already have it in your.
Yeah, if you go to the calendar invite, the PDF of the agenda is attached, and you can see that the pages aren't numbered, but we are on, looks like page 6.
right after the tenants' rights
Yeah.
flyer.
Do we know what
Oh,
exactly?
okay, I apologize. I see it now. My internet was just loading.
All right.
That's fine.
Thanks.
What is this? What is this CCAN Con about?
So CCAN is the Corridor Community Action Network. I believe they've received the grant before, if I'm not mistaken.
They might have. It's been so many years.
It's been a while, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
I think
think
at some point, I remember, that. So it's hard to describe really, but a kind of a consortium of different community groups that work together, civic engagement.
So are they soliciting organization to have tables and booths?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was also thinking workshops, if that would be, we could also, because that would be a more interesting way. If people, I don't know what the show up rate is, but if there's something about human rights and advocacy that we can talk about.
Right. I think a table is a good, I mean, that's easy, right? Because we do that for a lot of other things, and we can
Yeah.
easily set that up. Well, this is in October. So we do have one more meeting if we wanted to kind of maybe talk in committees or brainstorm thoughts on a workshop or whatever, and then bring that next month and put something together.
I think
I
that's.
think that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Alright.
a couple things on my agenda here. I don't even know what they really are on the 19th. One of them said the English.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll prepare for a table, and we can do a meet the commissioner event type thing as a
Yeah.
table. And then we will bring this back to the agenda next month to talk about potential workshops or presentations. Okay. Any other discussion on the Community Action Network Con?
I think that's a good idea.
Have the commission been involved with them before or not?
I think this is the first
I
time.
think this is the first time they're doing something like this that I know of. Stephanie,
I
do
believe
you?
so, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Item 10, National Hispanic Heritage Month Proclamation on September 17th. Stephanie, is this a request to receive the proclamation at the city council meeting, or?
Or you could submit and invite other groups that would represent the Hispanic community and culture to accept.
Okay.
You know, we just had an amazing Latin festival on
Oh, yeah.
Saturday here. The people that put that all together, that would be the group really should be receiving this proclamation. I just don't know who.
I know someone from that group. I mean, one of my close friends, best friend, was one of the organizers of the event, so I could try to get in touch with her if you.
Yeah,
people
I think
want
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because,
And Manny Galvez, I think, is one of the primary
yeah.
folks who organizes it, so, and I do have his email.
Yeah, I think, doing a proclamation would be great, and inviting somebody from that group to receive the proclamation would be ideal.
We can have more than one groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the University of Iowa also has recently created, not maybe very recent, but relatively new Hispanic American group where they just get together, do activities, learn Spanish, teach Spanish. So I could ask that group as well.
Maybe they can all coordinate with Manny, the
Yeah.
Stephanie has contact with.
Yeah. The friend that I was talking about is the person who leads this group, and then the other person, their friend, leads the Latino festival group. So I think we could do that.
Okay.
Yes. They really brought, this is the second year that they really brought the culture in town. So I think it's worthy of a proclamation and recognition.
Absolutely. All right, so we'll reach out to find groups to do that. And was that it, Stephanie? We don't need to, do we need to write the proclamation or?
No,
No, I
you
didn't think so,
don't
right?
need to
That's
do
usually
anything. No.
council.
Stephanie
Okay.
does.
Stephanie or council.
That's all that.
Perfect, okay.
Fancy work.
Right. Okay. Agenda item 11, some announcements of upcoming events. Mental Health Celebration, September 22nd, from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Terry Trueblood Recreation Area. The city's Hispanic Heritage Month event on September 20th, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Robert A. Lee Recreation Center. And Indigenous Peoples Day event on October 14th, 4:30 to 7:30 p.m., 4:30 to 7 p.m., excuse me, also at Terry Trueblood Recreation Area. Are those, Stephanie, just so I'm clear, those are announcements. Do we need, was there any request for action?
Yeah,
from us?
Mallory at the rec center had asked if the commission wanted to be directly participate in any of these.
Okay, all right.
I'm interested in the mental health. Last year, I'd prepared for one of the events. I'd prepared human rights and mental health stuff. So, I mean, is it about keeping a table or something? What? Or I could get in touch with Mallory.
I will, let me look at the email. I just recall her seeing if the commission kind of wanted to be like a part of it, but I don't recall the specifics, so I will see if the email gave me that.
I like to attend the events.
Yeah, I think, yeah, even if a couple of us attend.
Yeah.
And just have that presence and, again, like a lot of the work that Liz and Viana have been doing with meeting the commissioners and, getting out there more, I think. Okay,
Yes, she's asking if you want to have a table.
table,
Yes.
Table.
all right,
We could have a table.
okay. Thanks.
I can do the 22nd.
You can?
I cannot.
Cannot, all right, so who can do the 22nd?
I
It's a Sunday, right?
I'm looking it up. It
Yeah.
is, I believe.
8/15/22.
I believe I can do the 22nd.
All right, E can do the 22nd.
I can't do the 20th either because I'm in San Diego coming back on the
All right, the
22nd.
20th is a Friday
Yeah.
evening. Can't do that one.
I'm in San
Anyone
Diego.
able to do Friday night, the 20th?
I can't.
No.
It's this two.
Okay, so unless Kelsey or Liz is available, looks like we aren't able to do the September 20th event. What about October 14th? This is a Monday evening.
Monday. I cannot.
I think I can do my best to attend
Okay.
October 14th.
Yeah, I can possibly do October 14 as well.
Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Item 12, support for a community transportation commission.
That's the same agenda item that's supposed to come back though.
Yeah, I believe this was something that came back, and,
Are you here for the, nope?
Nope, okay.
Are you here for any agenda items?
no, okay.
That's fine, I just wanted to make sure. we didn't-
Right, we'll make sure that you're, all right. I know this was something that our committee was working on with Kelsey and myself and John V. We have not been able to, with travel schedules and things, we have not been able to get further along on this yet. So we'll bring this back around, I think, now that I think we all are more here, as summer winds down, we'll be able to discuss this a little bit more. And I know we were reaching out to some people and we had some kind of plans, but weren't able to get together on that.
True.
Anything you want to add?
No, I think that's all.
Okay, all right,
But agree with being all back here now that the
Yes.
summer is over.
Right, yeah, now that summer is over, I believe, or winding down, that, yes, well, I'm not ready to declare summer over yet.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Especially with the temperature outside.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yes, something that we are still working on, but no real updates right at this time. Okay, so that brings us to item 13, Human Rights Awards Ceremony Selection Committee.
So, yeah, I need at least 3 commissioners who will be willing to go through the nominations that are submitted and select the honorees for 2024. And you would have to meet either the 20th, the 21st, or the 22nd, just to allow enough turnaround to notify the honorees and to get everything that's needed in preparation of the awards ceremony.
So September 20th, 21st, 22nd, one of those dates?
Yeah. The nominations are due that Thursday, the 19th,
Okay.
and so I would send out the nominations the 20th. I send them out via email. If anybody wants a hard copy, I can make that available too. And so probably the 21st, 22nd, 23rd is what you would be looking at in terms of meeting.
Okay.
The 21st is, you're talking September, right?
Yeah.
21st is a Saturday. I can do the 23rd.
Okay. So just somewhere in that window, right?
So you're volunteering, Roger?
Yeah, I volunteer too.
Yeah, I will as well.
I just had a question. I was thinking that I wanted to nominate someone. Would it be?
Are we?
I mean, is it like a true conflict? No, but it may give the appearance that because you were the person who nominated them. But yeah,
Can
we
you have
black
somebody
out
else
the
nominate
names, but I'm guessing if you were on the committee, you would probably really advocate for that person to be selected.
Can you work with somebody else?
Yeah, or they can
nominate
nominate them. Yeah, I could try and see that. So I could try to work that out.
Yeah, because if you are on a committee that select them, then you might have to recuse yourself.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Okay, well, I wrote you down as number 3, so.
That's I'm okay with it. If it doesn't work out, then I'll force my friend to do it.
So I think we're good then. I have 3, and I'll follow up
Yeah,
with dates and,
in the evening, right? This would be in the evening.
yeah, you can do it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can even do it by Zoom. I mean, you don't really even have to
Yeah.
meet in person.
Okay.
Which is
So-
what I think we did last year. So.
Okay.
This is not like the grant, so.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
totally
it's
different,
A much simpler process than the grant, for sure, yeah. Less paperwork. All right, great. Okay, 14, item 14.
So this is just, Jennifer will be doing the strategic planning with the commission. Again, I know she's working on creating a survey that will be sent out for all commissioners to complete.
Awesome.
But the dates that work best for her, which is why these were selected, and it appears that they work well for a majority of you, they may not work for everyone. And these strategic planning sessions are not amendable to like Zoom or Teams because she, uses Post-its and markers and small groups. So they are in person only. In fact, I think if you were on Zoom or Teams, you probably would not be too happy anyways. But so I just have these save the dates. So the first one will be October 15th from 5:30 to 8:30, even though I know in the past it's usually done before 8:30. And you will, I'll send out a menu.
Yeah.
So we will prepare or have a meal for everyone. And then the second one is November 4th, and the same will provide a meal for everyone, and they will both be held at the Robert A. Lee Recreational Center in Meeting Room B.
That place has parking, right?
I'm sorry.
It has parking.
Yeah, it has complimentary parking. I don't believe you pay for parking after a certain time, so you should be good at 5:30.
Okay.
It's
thanks.
literally, if you walk through this parking lot, it's that building that's
Yeah, I
right
remember.
there.
Yeah. I've been there. Yeah.
So just park here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can you please repeat the time? So what time did she?
5:30 to 8:30 on both dates, but in the past, when the commission last did it in 2022, I believe that you were done before 8:30, and if you were still there, it was just because you were enjoying one another.
socializing.
Yes, exactly, so.
They were hanging out with the issue,
Oh,
taking pictures.
yeah, right. Okay, great. So we got those on the calendar.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, then item 15, our commission committee updates. First on there is building bridges with Paul Shantz, Cole Ash Pandya, and as I mentioned earlier, with the Community Transportation Commission, that's kind of one thing that we're working on. And you know, as you heard, we were victim to summer travel schedules, so we will make a valiant effort to meet this month and have an update for you in September. So reciprocal relationships.
We did not meet before this meeting this time, so we will make an effort to meet next time as well. Because we
Summer is hard.
we
Summer is
completed our last piece.
But we like each other.
But we like each other.
Well, that's good.
And usually Mark keeps up on our toes too, so.
All right. And then breaking bread. Fiona?
Well, Dr. Les and I weren't able to get together too during the summer. Some
Yeah.
were traveling, sometimes we got sick and things, but we're trying to connect with all those organizations who got the grant.
Yeah.
So I think Stephanie should provide us with the list, and we're trying to avoid doing the other organizations that you dealt with.
Yeah.
So hopefully, maybe in this coming month, we'll try to arrange something and start meeting with them.
Yeah, because we
So-
did the one that didn't
Did not
get
get
the
it, yes,
grant,
yes.
so-
And you're meeting with the ones who did get the grant.
Yeah.
Yes. So we
right.
have the happy side.
The easier job.
But maybe now they're going to ask for more. Maybe, why is only 25,000?
Okay, great. Well, looking forward to September and more updates from everyone. Item 16, staff announcements. Stephanie?
So I just have two. A reminder that your next meeting is Wednesday, September 25th, because Tuesday, the office scheduled this program, which is in your, I think I gave you a hard copy flyer, and it's also in your,
Yes.
so if you go anywhere, coffee shops, grocery stores, please place this on any pinup walls that they have, or if you want the social media images, let me know and I can get those to you. But, you know, my cousin actually has worked with the presenter in a different Iowa community and said this is by far one of the most saddest stories that he's ever heard, but also one of the most meaningful programs that he's actually participated in and been a part of. So, and he's not easily pleased. So I hope that you can join us for this fostering welcoming environments through inclusive dialogue. A meal will be provided. We'll open the doors at 5:30 for anybody who wants a meal, and then we'll start the program right at 6. So when it will be, she'll show a short film, and then after that, kind of go more into the facilitation of the inclusive dialogue. But please, if you're able to, please come and support this event, just because I also want her to know that this is an important conversation and that the Iowa City, Johnson County community is supportive of it, so.
Steadfast.
Thank you.
Yep, but that's it.
Then, commissioner announcements, 17. Commissioners shall not engage in discussion with one another concerning said announcements. Do we have someone who would like to start with their announcements?
I always have a list.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't.
I meet every Wednesday morning with the Interfaith Alliance Against Racism for an hour, working on a resource for public use related to Christian nationalism, both history and contemporary reality. I was privileged to be at Mai Yang's celebration of her life. She's a matriarch of the Hmong community in central Iowa. I went to Kansas City, and I was at 18th and Vine, where I was able to go to the Negro Baseball League Museum and Jazz Museum. I encourage you to see it. It was nice because they have a bronze statue of Satchel Paige, actual height. I saw him pitch when I was a little boy, but now I could stand there next to him, and it was a real powerful experience. I preached against Christian nationalism. You knew about that back in July, but now I also preached about, maybe you've seen the movie Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest is about a soldier who's a Nazi, and he runs Auschwitz, and he gets a house. And his wife likes the house because it has a park in the back, a pool, and the kids love it, and there's a river to fish. And he gets transferred, and his wife is furious because she likes it. But it's her zone of interest. And it invites us all to think about, what's your zone of interest? Because I can sit in my backyard, and that can be my zone of interest. But I need a bigger world. It was a powerful movie. I assisted with the showing of God and Country on August 25th, this last Sunday. There were 95 in attendance. There's another public showing September 8th at the Iowa City Public Library. I'm working with the Interfaith Alliance of Iowa on a resolution for cities and counties in opposition to RAFRA, the Religious Freedom Reorganization Act. I think that I need to talk to Katie Gelbach about that, because it sounds like we're working on the same thing to get cities and counties to approve the resolution and make it a proclamation from their city. And then on noon, September 15th, I was able to get Reverend Chris Cowan to come to Gloria Dei Lutheran to do a smud, which is to stand steadfast with the Palestinians. I'm looking forward to that conversation at our church. And I keep reading too much.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, busy anyway.
Sharon? I have none. I was on a trip for work for 6 weeks. I spent all of August and all of July and August in Augusta, Georgia. So haven't even been in the community for the past month and a half. But,
Welcome home.
But I'm home right now,
Yeah,
and I am
welcome
very
home.
happy to be here. So yes, yeah. And I will just say that spending all that time kind of in another community made me realize and made me very grateful for the community that we have here and the work that the community as a whole has done to make it welcoming. Augusta has a much deeper history of human rights, obviously, than we do here in Iowa, but it's good to be home. Others?
Welcome back. I don't have much. I attended the Latin festival this past weekend, and it was hard, but the celebration was going on, and just to see our downtown filled with people of different cultures showing their just their pride of their culture. It's amazing to see. And my friend Mary Teague was there, just showing people that they are welcome in our community. We had group coming, dancing, performing from Cedar Rapids, from West Liberty, from everywhere, kids, adults. The music was so nice that we danced in either way. It was amazing. So I love it. I keep wanting to see more and more cultural things coming to Iowa City. That being said, September 28th, save the dates, we have the first time, it will be the African festival. So there's a group of people putting that together as well. So I'm looking forward to that, bringing people together in our community. Iowa City is just amazing.
28th?
September 28th, which is a Saturday as well. I think it'll be again in noon it will be again on the Pedmore. So show up. There'll be food, there'll be culture, there'll be everything. I attended a leadership summit on Friday. It's put together by the Jordan Montgomery's group, but they brought in one of my favorite leadership author and of all time, John Maxwell. If you never,
Oh, John Maxwell.
yeah, if you never read John Maxwell before, I encourage you to read. And my favorite book of all time is The 21 Irrefutable Law of Leadership. So it's amazing. So, one of the things that I took out of that Friday, it's the time that we give to people that we love. It's so more important than anything else that we can do, because we can tell people we love them, but sometimes we can't show it. So I say how do you spell love? It's T-I-M-E. That's how you spell love. It's time you give to people. So those are my few things that I wanted to share. So.
Okay, I'll go next. Well, I'm going to start with the Engler Theater and their awesome job. Thank you, appreciate it. So they did a wonderful job of organizing, planning, and hosting the funding for the Palestinian Children Relief Fund. Throughout the 2 nights, they raised, you can correct me, around $13,000. Yeah, so that was awesome. Yeah, hundreds of people showed up, and I think Idris, he spoke in the first night at Gabe's. I wasn't there, and then I was there tabling and attending the show second day. It was wonderful. It was heartfelt event where we see all people from different races, different ages and groups just coming together, as one body, one human being. It just brings hope. And we truly appreciate all those people behind the scenes and who worked hard and who made this possible. So that's the topic. That's the main thing. And then and we have as a board of directors in the food pantry in Coralville, we're hosting the community meal on September 27th. That's at the Coralville Library from 5 to 7, I believe. So it's like end of harvest, type of meal. So we're still planning going on right now. So please, if you can join us then, we'd love to see you there too. I just watched Where Olive Trees Weep. So that's like a documentary. It just depicts the struggles of Palestinians under occupation and how, what we go through on daily basis. That's before even October 7th. It's not that gruesome. So I think, even younger age, they can watch it. I'm planning to watch it with my kids this coming weekend too. But it shows you, what Palestinians face on daily basis and, the struggle and it just acknowledges their humanity in a way that people here in the Western world, they sometimes deem not to see it. So just a beautiful, if you get a chance to just watch it. Other than that, I'm just busy with the Miriam Girls Club. We did the registration, and for this year, we topped it with around 47 girls signing up for it.
Okay.
So it's almost double the participants for this year. We have a challenge that now, usually it was for middle school and high school, and now middle schools are 6th graders too. So now
Nice.
I have a bigger range of ages, and it's going to be challenging for me to do programs and activities based on their age and abilities. But I'm excited for it, and we keep growing, and we keep living and progressing too. I think that's all. Thank you.
Shanti?
I don't have anything. I was just taking the summer slow. So looking forward to getting back, and I'm already thrust into a lot of work. So looking forward to it. Yeah.
Great. Idris?
Yeah, I got to attend the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, which was honestly amazing. You got to see different types of organizations that kind of came together to set up that event, which was really cool. One organization that stood out to me was Artivist. It's a group, it's kind of led by individuals set from Cedar Rapids, although one of their members is here in Iowa City. I'll read off of their a card they gave me, actually. So they're a group of creative individuals in Iowa who use art as a tool for activism and social change. They harness the power of artistic expression to call out systems of oppression and advocate for marginalized communities. one of the things that they were doing at the event was promoting posters that were actually designed by, I believe, a Palestinian individual who's impacted by the issue going on in Palestine and Israel right now. So a lot of the donations, it went to when you bought the posters, those commissions or those funds went to that individual and helped to raise funds for them, which was honestly really cool. Another thing that kind of stood out to me was how diverse the event was. You got to see people who were different, interested in different types of art, like different types of music, different types of poetry, which was really cool. I also got to attend the Latin Festival, which was just like Lasala said, it was really, really hot, very, very humid. But it was really cool though. A lot of the younger kids got to get out. So I saw a lot of students from the university since classes just recently started. And kind of like a bonus topic, walking around the university as a student, I've also realized that the university has gotten really diverse this year, which I think was really cool.
Like that.
Excellent. Great. Thank you.
I had a note of personal privilege.
Yes.
On August 7th, my older brother, fell and hit his head, got a subdural hematoma, had brain surgery. He's still in the hospital, a lot of complications. Thinking about what Roger taught us about love is TIME. I'll fly down Thursday and I'll be with him for a while at his request, but I need to be there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dangerous situation.
Yeah, and our thoughts are with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one more reminder, agenda item 18, that our next meeting is on Wednesday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday, September 25th. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.